So, FNaF Easter eggs. Those secrets with depending rarity that you can find in the games that can either provide lore, context to your current situation in the game, or are just around to be cool. Yep, those. They've been around since the first FNaF game, and they're still around to this very day in the most recent FNaF installments. A decent portion of players when playing the FNaF games are often going out of their way to reach for these Easter eggs, and when they finally find one, especially a rare one, a lot of shock and excitement fill their body. It's a great feeling to find one, and today, I'm counting down what in my opinion are the 10 best. Hey there guys, this is Tyler here, and welcome to the top 10 best FNaF Easter eggs / secrets. Before we begin, as usual, keep in mind these are my personal opinions, and you can absolutely disagree with them, and the gameplay footage in this video is not mine for the most part, and they belong to their respective owners. As well, be sure to subscribe down below and turn on the notification bell. Totally optional, but it'd be appreciated if you did. Without further ado, let's get straight in. Ah yes, the classic nose honk. This little gem of an Easter egg is always going to be iconic with these games, and the fact it's in every single game in the series is amazing. For FNaF 1, it's the Office poster. For FNaF 2, it's the Office poster yet again. For FNaF 3, it's the Freddy poster in the office. For FNaF 4, it's the Freddy plushie on the bed. For FNaF World, it's the main menu. For Sister Location, it's the Fredbear plushie in the private room with a few variations, like in the control module, for example. For Pizzeria Simulator, it's Helpy in the office. For Ultimate Custom Night, it's the Freddy plushie on the desk. For FNaF VR, it's the main menu yet again. For FNaF AR, it's the Freddy in the shop. And for Security Breach, it's whenever you upgrade your security pass. This little nose honk is so great because the sound itself is just so oddly funny, no matter the current situation you're in. Sometimes I honk it whenever I'm starting a hard night in the game as good luck. This cute little nose honk will always be a FNaF staple, and for good reason. So, these two simple words have pretty much appeared throughout the series in different ways. These two words are synonymous with the FNaF franchise. Over the years, these two words have been mostly associated with Golden Freddy, but it's still very mysterious regarding what its true meaning is to this day. However, with that, in this entry, I'm mostly referring to the secret in FNaF 1, where the screen would glitch and these two words would show up along with creepy images of Freddy and Bonnie. This secret is so creepy, it can be very startling once you get it in your face. This is one of many secrets that help with the geniusly crafted horror atmosphere of FNaF 1. Truly iconic. This is a classic. Despite this cool creepy secret happening in both FNaF 2 and 3, the occurrence in FNaF 2 is remembered the most. I think it's partly because in FNaF 2, there's more to the mystery and puzzle piecing. In FNaF 3, it can just randomly happen with no rhyme or reason leading to it. In FNaF 2, you get the honestly genius detail of having Withered Chica in the camera covering that paper pal, making it look like she's responsible for it moving. Now, if it's a mystery I'm trying to suggest it has for the tone, you may be asking, wouldn't it be the exact opposite? Well, you see, part of the concept of mystery is that it gets you thinking. While the usage in FNaF 3 can be good in a, oh wow, this secret returned kind of way, I feel nothing otherwise. I don't take a second to think about its mystery. FNaF 2's usage gets me thinking because I have reason to think about it. There were clues laid in, I solve. But nonetheless, this is still a cool Easter egg that is memorable to a lot of FNaF fans. For another iconic Easter egg, we got Endo02. Now, Endo02's appearance again, mostly in FNaF 2, is another Easter egg that gets me thinking. There's always been theories surrounding this dude, such as him being the endoskeleton of Golden Freddy. Those theories make him so unique, and just the way he looks in terms of design is really cool. He's so interesting, and his reappearance in Help Wanted, while not bringing the thoughtful mystery, he brings in another reason to the table onto how FNaF 2 and Help Wanted is a decent recreation. As well, I actually got Endo02 in FNaF 2 once personally, so hey, overall, just another classic Easter egg. Now this is a more recent Easter egg as of the creation of this video, this secret being found in Security Breach. However, age does not automatically make a FNaF Easter egg or secret bad at all. To be honest, I really like this one, and that's mostly because of what it entails. So to find this room, you need to decommission all 3 of the Glamrock animatronics and use their abilities with Freddy somewhere in the maintenance tunnels, and you'll come across the same exact room they would watch the Immortal and the Restless and sister location in. The exotic butters and the popcorn even being there. The television is showing Freddy and Friends on Tour, which was a little mini Scooby-Doo parody show made by Steelwool to market Security Breach a few months before its released, being linked onto the Security Breach TV website. What's inside this room, however, is where it gets very interesting. It has a bunch of code to decipher on the wall, which has been deciphered. The code reads out the following: break and mend. I built the breath. They hunt now, drawn to life. Not real, still keen, and frit and fraught, with thought and zest, and jest no blunt woes. Dodge, duck, flash, you crawl, run, crush the vile band. Cry not, try not, do not hold out, hope no. Your life, your aim will save those with soul. Yeah, that gives me chills. And as well, there's a CD player, which throughout rooms of the Pizzaplex, you can collect CDs. That is, if you have Glamrock Freddy upgraded with Roxy's eyes. And once you put a CD in, a lady starts talking. They say Security Breach has no lore. Well, the CD player would like to have a word with you. Overall, this was a very surprising but still awesome secret hidden within the latest installment of the series at the time of writing the script. We go from a recent Easter egg to one of the absolute oldest and most popular. So on a somewhat rare chance after dying, you'll be jumped into one of the 4 possible minigames. Those being Take Cake to the Children, Foxy Go Go Go, Give Gifts, Give Life, and Save Them. All 4 of these minigames are extremely notable for starting a staple in the FNaF series, and I'm not even referring to the minigames in general. I'm referring to how this series will start depicting and hinting at its lore. FNaF 1 had lore too, but it was much more mysterious and kinda had a backseat. Thanks to minigames in 2, the lore has been given more importance, and we have these minigames to thank. Whether that be the purple guy murdering the child outside the Take Cake to the Children minigame, the Give Gifts, Give Life minigame establishing the puppet's importance in the lore and how she gives life, or in the Save Them minigame, which, on an extremely rare chance, purple guy will show up and presumably dismantle Freddy. Icing on the damn cake. These minigames are truly something special that not a lot of people seem to really talk about anymore. Now these are disturbingly fun ones. For FNaF 1, it's this disturbing image of Bonnie. To this very day, this freaks me the fuck out. However, they don't hold a candle to FNaF 2's death screens. Those being of Withered Freddy, Withered Foxy, and Toy Bonnie. These give off so much of a soulless feel to them, and I love it. But while those are extremely amazing, FNaF 3's are by far my favorite ones in the whole series. The amount of fucking gore and Springtrap's death screens are just so disgusting in detail, but in a geniusly horrific way. This was peak FNaF horror, man. And while that was the peak of the death screens too, the other death screens in the games after aren't so bad either. For some reason, FNaF 4 was skipped out when it came to these, which is odd since FNaF 4 was trying to be one of the scariest in the franchise. Sister Location's blueprint death screens are still really good, and offer very interesting details regarding the Funtime animatronics. They're very dark too when you look into them, like how it's very clear there's a child inside of Funtime Freddy. Jeez, man. Also, I still find it funny how Circus Baby is fucking taller than Ballora. And Pizzeria Simulator. As much as I really don't care for that game, the death screens in that game are a few of the only parts I liked. They aren't just screens in this one. They have sounds and lightning effects to help them make it seem like a storm. And just in general, the alleyway environment with the scraps work. And yeah, even Ultimate Custom Night has one which is of this child, which is said to be Cassidy, or at the very least, the one you should not have killed. I miss these death screens, man. They were great. By far, my favorite secrets to come from FNaF 2. This shadow duo is iconic. Hell, I've actually gotten Shadow Bonnie before. So essentially, it's been theorized for a long time that these two were meant to represent Fredbear and Spring Bonnie in a metaphor kind of sense. To this day, I still think that somewhat. It's just the fact that Shadow Bonnie looks like the shape of Toy Bonnie is just what throws me off. And these two appear throughout the franchise too, especially FNaF 3. However, this entry is referring to how they appear in FNaF 2, which when you encounter both of them, it can make for a very delightfully creepy encounter that can startle you. And oh, don't forget, they can crash your game. Now, a lot of the entries on this list have been more creepy or lore focused, but this is the most funniest and silliest out of them all in my opinion, in the same vein as the Freddy Knows Honk. For a while, this Easter egg of Minarina possibly having a chance to be in the popcorn was thought of to be fake for a while, but no, it's got proven to be legitimate. Also, credit to @Roxas13keys on Twitter for being the one to initially find this. There's not a whole lot to this Easter egg, it's just one of the most funniest shit in the whole franchise, and I love it. It's just absurd. And it helps with the lighthearted tone break from the horror of the nights that the living room sections attempt to do. All around, really rare, but still hilarious stuff. How can you not remember this dude? Golden Freddy. You can't talk about FNaF Easter eggs and secrets without referring to Golden Freddy's appearance in the first FNaF game. He's the single embodiment of what makes a FNaF secret or Easter egg complete. First off, whenever he appears in the office, signaled by a poster in the hallway, he's just so creepy to stare at. He's just so menacing. Furthermore, the amount of mystery this dude provides, the amount of theories, he's part of the reason why this game has a mysterious tone. He's theorized to be a ghost or hallucination. He's theorized to be the 5th kid in the murder children incident. He's got a lot to him. FNaF Easter eggs and secrets wouldn't be as prominent today without this yellow bear. For these reasons, Golden Freddy's appearance in FNaF 1 is, in my opinion, the best FNaF Easter egg or secret of all time.